Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For the first, I want to introduce myself. My name is Reinaldi Fajri with my friend Silvia, Salcinda, Kusumah, Putri, and we gonna review about terrorism and jihad in Islamic perspective by Doly, Andhika, Putra, dan Sumaryani. For the first review, I want to explain about the problem for this journal. The issue of terrorism has recently become a hot topic of public discussion. The reason is that terrorism massively used the word jihad as justification for the action. In-depth search for various literature appropriate to the discussion of jihad and terrorism from an Islamic point of view. Religion is one of the motivations for a person to join a terror group. Religion is one reason that encourages the emergence of terrorism due to operation that occurs in religion in specific country, like Syria, which is a famous war. From there, terrorist groups spread to Indonesia by igniting the spirit of jihad as citizens who share the same religion, share the same faith. After a deeper investigation, the jihad often campaign by terror groups is not like jihad from an Islamic point of view. Terrorism is considered contrary to the understanding of humanity that cause harm, both economic, political, and physical. The form of acts of terrorism that appear is very surprising and far from acts of terrorism is general. The two acts of terrorism that co-occur, as mentioned above, refer to the same goal, namely jihad as the highest practice toward heaven, as written in the will left by the progenitor for his family. The rise of acts of terrorism in the last few decades has created a negative stigma among Indonesian people. In addition to terrorist actors who claim to be Muslim, they also claim that their actions are a manifestation of jihad fisabilillah, which is a struggle against injustice and oppression experienced by Muslims. Next, I want to try explain about the purpose. The purpose is to cover some of the shortcomings in previous research. The study will discuss more deeply one's motivation to become a terrorist, the Islamic view of jihad, and the popularity of jihad as a justification for acts of terrorism. Currently, jihad is a sensitive issue that is often associated with terrorism. For people who do not understand Islam teaching, it will be easy to confuse the terminology between the meaning of jihad and the acts of terrorism just by looking at some militant groups who use jihad as a protector and justification for their activities. Maybe that's enough from me. The next from Silvia, Salcinda, Putri. Thank you very much.
Research method. This article is the result of research using a descriptive qualitative approach model as the main writing approach. Descriptive qualitative research is a research method that is usually used to examine objective natural conditions where the researcher acts as a key instrument. The data used in the research is secondary data in the form of a literature study. The literature study was carried out by searching for various literature that match the discussion on jihad and terrorism from an Islamic point of view. This search process began with an online search for journal in various journal database and websites through Google and Google Scholar search engines. In addition, Offline search of books, print, journal, and policy documents were also carried out. The research results are then reduced and texts that are in line with the research topic as reference material in this writing. Result and discussion. Result: motivation to become a terrorist is synonymous with the word terror, which means activities that create fear, horror, or cruelty by a person or a group. The absence of a uniform definition according to international law regarding terrorists causes different definitions of each country based on its national law to regulate, prevent, and combat terrorism. Terrorism as a social phenomenon has developed from time to time. And the last conclusion, Jihad is the duty of a believer to defend his religion. Different understanding occur by some Islamic movements, especially radical Islam, by actualizing jihad as a form of violence. Jihad and terrorism are significantly different. Jihad is an activity that is carried out in the way of Allah and must be carried out in a good and right way, avoiding harmful action that can harm and injure a person, property, and environment, defending individual and community rights, and realizing rightness. Meanwhile, terrorism is a destructive movement and causes harm from various aspects, creates an atmosphere of terror or fear widely and causes mass casualties. The act of terrorism is not by demands of Islam and is not justified by every religion.